taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom on the pride of my people already. Tell my Ellie, me I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You know pretend, you know that lie, you know be gang. You know what's up?
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get Swayze. I just got off of the jet and I cry. I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Shabak, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Buju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, what a drums at.
First off, let me talk.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense for the Vikings, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 limit. Here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact got the ball free. It's 4th down.
A great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, that won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And again, it's Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 39 looming.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to get the football as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber. Opening drive interception.
There's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
To throw on 2nd down. Dodge. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw,
and it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Packers 7, Vikings 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. You think they have an advantage? Develop some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing on first down. Dodge. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Vikings 0.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within you... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jordan Brooks with him. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Jones. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? This is caught. And he's able to break out a 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught from Packers. Touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On first down, Dodge. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. From 13 yards out.
And the Vikings get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
On second down and 4, Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Marcus Davenport able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
Think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with him?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Vikings 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Some touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. McKinley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Dodge. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Well, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out in a hurry.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers airing this one out for Evans. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to have a football here at the 18-yard line. CD, you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game. I don't think you get to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now, 28-21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And now here's another interception. Andrew Booth puts it on. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That's taken in by Watson. And he'll be out of bounds when they get it up past the 25 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson as time expires in the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando. We check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Right back to him on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Dodge. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one match.
And he loses the football a second time. And this is going to be Packer football.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Green Bay.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, you have an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves starting to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up side.
And now here is another interception.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
42, Vikings 21.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, Dodge. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Rodgers now to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
First down, Packers.
To throw, it's Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Mike Evans. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league where we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On third down, Dodge. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll look to throw again. He's going to look deep for more. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
26.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And a good job defensively. They stopped them short of the first at the 32. They'll go with Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mike Evans, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Dodge. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. McKinley to about the 48-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Dodge. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the Rose. It helps see.
Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Eluded, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Throwing on first down. Dodge. Packer pressure, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Dodge. And that will be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Back to throw again.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Rodgers throwing here. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here they come, second and 10 now from the 10. Now it's Rodgers. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario.